Being stuck in your comfort zone is what limits your potential. Being stuck in your comfort zone is what limits the best of a human you can become. Being stuck in your comfort zone is what limits all the exciting opportunities you could receive. If you are too used to being stuck in that little space of yours, you will not experience large amounts of happiness. You will not experience large amounts of success because you're too used to being what makes you comfortable. You've got to realize that you need to do what's right for you and not what makes you comfortable. If you're the type of person who has goals to achieve, you want to be successful, you want to be famous, you need to go ahead and achieve that. Trying to become famous and trying to become successful whilst being in a place that makes you comfortable, your journey is going to take 10 times longer and you most likely won't achieve it. Sometimes to get what you want, you have to do the things you don't want to do. You need to get used to getting out of your comfort zone. You need to get used to taking risks, because taking risks is what will benefit you as a person. It's what will benefit your future. It doesn't matter how big the negatives are. What matters is how big those positives are, because you might think the negatives are bigger, but the positives are always the ones that shine brighter. Our brains as a human are just so focused on the negative parts that we have no time to focus on what we're actually doing this for. Like, what's the reason? Like, you think the positives are so small because you focus on the negatives because you think they're so big, but they're not at all. You must always focus on the right side. You must always focus on why you're doing it in the first place. So you need to get used to understanding that it's okay to feel any sense of, regret or sense of remorse, because we all feel like that. When we go out to do things, we all feel a sense of regret, but when we actually experience it, you will realize it's not that bad. Like, for me as a person, I used to think like, oh, I'm moving into a new class in my college, oh, I'm so scared, I'm not gonna meet new people, I'm not gonna make new friends, I don't want to make new friends, I don't even want to talk to anyone. But within that first week, I made like 5 friends and I talked to people. That's simply because I stepped out my comfort zone. I realized that it's best. I realized that I need to do what's best for me and not what I feel comfortable with, because you can't always just stick to your soul. You can't always stick to your heart. Sometimes you need to listen to your mind, because our mind is the creation of our future reality. Our mind is what drives us to where we want to be. Our mind is what controls our emotions, our feelings, our actions. So you need to follow your mind. If you're the type of person who can imagine yourself as being that bright, funny, talkative person, but in reality you're quiet, you're lonely, and you're scared to talk to people, you're mentally living in your dream reality, and you're physically living in the type of reality you don't want to live in. But if you think about it mentally, then you can do it physically. All you got to do is take action. Take action. Get used to stepping outside your comfort zone. Get used to doing things you've never done before. Get used to new beginnings. Get used to new starts. Because in life is all about discovery. Life is all about exploring. If things don't work out the way you wanted them to, despite you stepping out your comfort zone, it's okay. Because it's not like everything in your life will go the way you want to. Life doesn't work like that, because there are people out there who step outside their comfort zone to, like, for example, they try to make friends, but they're not really good at it. So they step outside their comfort zone, try and make a friend, and it doesn't work. And then they go right back into their comfort zone and they stay there for the rest of their life. One negative doesn't mean you can't achieve what you want. 5 negatives doesn't mean you can't achieve what you want. 10 negatives, 50, 100, 1000, 1 billion, 1 quadrillion negatives doesn't mean you can't achieve what you want, because all you need is one positive. One positive. You can fail 1 billion times, but all you need to do is win once. Just win once, because that one win will drive you to win again and win again and win again. So I can't really comment specifically on what it is that makes you stuck in your comfort zone, because us as humans, everyone is different, Like, for example, I could be a type of person who's scared to make new friends and talk to people, but on the other hand, I could be a type of person who's scared to, like, partake in a certain sport because there are other better people. You got to understand that you are your own competition. You are living your own life and you're the one who controls it. So if you mentally live in the reality you want to live in, you need to make that a real life thing. You need to make it real, because you can't keep it stuck in your head for long, because the more it stays in there, and whilst you mentally, thinking of your dream life, but you're physically doing things that lead you nowhere to your dream life, then your life will go downhill, because you keep thinking about a dream reality you're not even creating. So if you're the type of person who wants to improve your life, you want to make friends, you want to achieve your goals, you want to do this, you want to do that, Make it a reality. Take action. Don't give two shits about the negatives. Don't be like, oh, if I go up and talk to this person, or they're gonna talk shit about me. Who gives a fuck? Because like I said earlier, you need to win once. It doesn't matter how many times you fail. It doesn't matter how many times people talk shit. It doesn't matter how many people out there are better at you at certain things, because you're living your own life. You're doing things for you, and if you want to live a long and healthy life, you need to do what's right for you and not what's right for your heart. Sometimes you just need to follow your mind and step out your comfort zone. So thank you all so much for watching. Comment down below if you need help with anything, because I will reply to every single comment. It's going to be all from me, so have a good day.